All right, man, peace. It's Bronzebird here with another video. So, for the last couple of weeks, I've been hearing a conversation directly in which a lot of people have been saying that men are being emasculated. The manly man is no more in this society, right? And especially last week when I did a video touching the fact of the matter that Jonathan Majors was put to the forefront as being one of those men that's been emasculated, and the so-called black community or so-called black people alleging the fact of the matter that the black man is continuously emasculated by the media. So it's really funny because what you're finding out now is there was something that came out a couple of days ago in which they had admitted that they are intentionally emasculating men on film. You want to know what I'm talking about? Peep this. So it says right here, the Dungeons and Dragons movie intentionally emasculates leading men. The Dungeons and Dragons movies writing team revealed they intentionally emasculated the leading men in the film and put the women on the front lines. Shout outs to Julia Anderson. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, writing team John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein revealed they intentionally emasculated the film's leading men, though not for wokeness. While speaking with Variety, Daly and Goldstein discuss how Michelle Rodriguez, Holga the Barbarian, and Sophia Lillis, Doric the Druid, tend to engage in the front lines of battle compared to their male party members. That was not an attempt at wokeness on our part, Goldstein said. Daly elaborated, saying, swear to God, it wasn't. We like that Holga is that bruiser and does the dirty work for Edgin, and he doesn't like to get his hands dirty. We also love emasculating leading men. Funny. The D&D movies' male heroes aren't always heroic. After reiterating that the reasons did not pertain to woke thinking, the pair explained that they wrote the men that way because they find it funny and fresh, pointing to Rochelle McAdams and Jason Bateman's character Date Night, which Daly and Goldstein also wrote. They also aim to do something similar with Tom Holland's Peter Parker and Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark in Spider-Man Homecoming. We like our male heroes to be challenged and not simply heroic, Goldstein explained. It's something that the pair found surprisingly difficult to achieve with leading actors in their films. While they did not name names, they noted that they'd had experiences with a couple of male actors in the past who refused to look weak or vulnerable in a film. However, they had the opposite problem with Chris Pine, who plays Edgin, the bard in the movie. Instead, Pine reportedly enjoyed making himself look as bad as possible, almost to a fault, to the point the team had to remind him he had to look heroic in some scenes. The D&D movie's adventuring party is a bit crap. Regardless of the part, each member of the D&D adventuring party plays actor Hugh Grant, who plays the rogue Forge Fitzwilliam in the film, noted that none of the main characters are particularly good at what they do. I think maybe what I responded to most in their script was that it's about losers. The little band of comrades, they're all a bit crap. You are not great at being a bard, Grant said. And the magician played by Justice Smith is really bad. What do they call magicians in Dungeons and Dragons? Sorcerer. He's not much good. And Michelle Rodriguez's character has been thrown out of whatever, and is still in love with her husband, who is in love with someone else. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves hits theaters on March 31st, 2023. And my thinking about it is, I wasn't going to think the idea of wokeness already, but it is a telltale sign that, you know, some may become triggered in understanding that Hollywood's plots for a lot of these films is to emasculate men and make them look weaker than what they are, especially when I did an analysis looking at the trailer for a TV show by the name of Velma with that woman Kipling, who made the rich guy who was supposed to play Fred from Scooby-Doo look like a social media obsessed narcissist who has insecurities, to which it is always exposed by Velma. And you know something? Maybe that was their plot, but this is something you very much have to watch for when it comes to a lot of these films, in which a lot of people shouldn't be surprised that, you know, in this day and era, it is the idea of wokeness, or they're trying to say that it's funny and fresh in order to get the man out of his element from being strong and being a contender to the fight against a lot of the things that's going on when he's uprooted with challenges. But also the fact, no matter, it's like I always say, this is nothing new. This is something they've been doing for a while. You know, it was mainly covert in, I would say, the 90s. But as time went on, they had no problem with making the male character very much docile and also one that is emasculated and needs to be uprooted by the woman and coming to the woman for wisdom as a way to become his full self. But give me your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Peace.